over here. No, behind the pallets. Hey, look, I've got a scoop. Could be a money-making scoop, but I only want to share it with you, the Motoring TV viewers. Now, you read the headlines, right? SUVs are red hot. Get down to the showroom before they run out. Well, here's the scoop. Out there, some major car companies are very quietly designing some really cool-looking sedans. Listen to this.
This new Altima makes a statement that sedans are back and ready to deliver a future for this iconic model that is even better than its great past.
Like I said, buy some sedan stock, if there's such a thing. Anyway, we're out here in British Columbia to check out the brand new Mazda6. And you guessed it, it's a sedan.
The segment, to be honest, in Canada is not huge, but it's one of our flagship car. Of course, we do have CX-9 as a truck side of the business as a flagship, but this is a passenger car flagship, so this is a kind of really important model for us.
We took something that was already great and just further refined it and made it even better. And we did a lot of tweaks under the skin of the vehicle from an engineering perspective. We also did a lot of tweaks to the exterior and a major refresh of the interior. So really the sum of the parts are quite substantial. We considerably revised the front and the rear of the vehicle the most. We didn't want to touch the sheet metal too much because the design stood up so well over time. The basic core of the car and the design components were all very good. So the front grille is considerably changed, the headlight assembly, the lower fascia, the rear, the tailpipe sculptures have been revised, enlarged.
You know, the very first brand new car I ever owned was a Mazda 626 back in 1984. So I've always had a sweet spot for this vehicle, and this newest edition has not disappointed me so far, especially the interior. You know, so many car makers are getting all these new gadgets and things that are hard to use and hard to find, whereas with Mazda, they've kept it simple and they've also made it very comfortable. Nice sleek lines, all the controls are exactly where you need them. Some of the best, most comfortable seats I've been in a long time. It also has all of the safety and infotainment features that you would expect in a car like this. But you know, the real improvement in this so-called refreshed Mazda 6 is under the hood.
So we have two new engines under the hood of the new Mazda 6. We have actually a 2.5 liter four-cylinder with cylinder deactivation, so that's able to run into light load condition with two-cylinder deactivated. And we have the new 2.5 liter turbo engine that makes 310 foot-pound of torque at 2,000 RPM, so a really powerful engine.
It should be noted you'll get 250 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque using premium fuel only. If you use regular gas, you'll get 227 horsepower, but the same amount of torque.
My very first car had cylinder deactivation. It was a Fiat 600. And sometimes it was a four-cylinder car. Sometimes it would run on 3, sometimes on 2. The only difference was it wasn't planned that way. And it also had stop-start technology because it would stall all the time. So I don't know what the big fuss is about. In truth, it is a good idea because it does save fuel. When you're idling your car, you're getting infinite liters per 100 kilometers, 0 miles per gallon. You're polluting the atmosphere and you're not going anywhere. So shut the engine off. It's simple. With the cylinder deactivation on the highway, you also get better fuel consumption if you're driving relatively gently. I'm not sure I actually experienced that today, but it could happen.
The trend is actually, I see a lot of this crossover SUV kind of things, but there are some family or there are some customers who really love driving passenger car feeling rather than sitting high on SUV, lower things. That's the things we are trying to attract those type of customers with this car.
No all-wheel drive though?
Not at this time, no all-wheel drive. It's front-wheel drive only, but we do have a 2.5 liter Skyactiv turbo engine in it. It's a dynamic pressure turbo, so it's a very unique system that delivers excellent low-end torque. It's 310 foot-pounds of torque. It really motivates the car well.
Well, as we've heard, a lot of the refresh with this Mazda 6 concerns the exterior, and that includes this grille. Now, I know it's subjective, but I think it's kind of cool until you do this. Yes, we like the Motoring TV plate, but that's the problem. For most provinces in this country, you gotta have a front plate, which completely ruins the design of this and many more vehicles. Maybe this is a subject for a future Kenzie's Corner.
The engines are new, the interior, the quietness of the cabin, the design, the look of the vehicle, the colors. There's a lot to talk about.
The car has a great draw. People that drive these cars love them. The dynamic capability and how rewarding they are is exceptional. And when you mate it with a great engine on an already great chassis, the results are pretty outstanding. The intermediate segment is still extremely important to us. And when we build a car, we do it to the best of our ability to the segment. So we think we've got a great vehicle here.
You know, back in the days when fuel prices were going through the roof, car makers responded, and successfully, by building smaller, cooler-looking vehicles. Well, of course, the SUV market is red hot. However, companies are starting to build cooler-looking sedans, and that includes this new Mazda 6. Now, this segment's only about 100,000 cars in Canada, but you wonder if this trend could revive the segment. I hope so, but of course you, in the end, will decide that. And it looks like we might have a diesel Mazda 6 on the horizon. But finally, what I would like to see, and you can't get in North America, is a Mazda 6 wagon. Check it out. It looks really nice. My fingers and my toes are crossed. If you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you like and share us, and also make sure you check out our ongoing contest to win lots of swag from Motoring TV and our sponsors. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe. 30 years of Motoring TV, a virtual automotive video goldmine at your fingertips.